For anyone listening to this video, you may be in need of some financial assistance through this COVID-19. A lot of people do not know that their unemployment benefits have been extended to anyone that's a 1099 contractor as well. And also, a lot of people may not know that there is a zero certification process that started March 14th all the way to July 31st. So what those two things mean is that a 1099 contractor has no way of verifying their income. So let's say if you started your business January 1st, 2020, the government does not know that whether you actually started your business in January 2020 or not because you're a 1099 contractor. I know a lot of people listening to this, they might be thinking, well, I never started my business in January 1st, 2020. That doesn't matter. You really just got to understand that these technical rules allows anyone to qualify for unemployment and the pandemic unemployment benefits that started March 14th. So there's going to be a couple things that are incredibly important to remember while filling out your unemployment. First thing is to operate with the mindset as if you had started a new business January 1st, 2020. Even if you didn't make a single dollar, you want to answer these questions as if the COVID-19 affected your means of making income. So any question while you're filling this out, if they ask you things like, they'll ask you questions like, are you unemployed for any other result other than the COVID-19? That question would be, no, I'm not employed because nothing made you, like you didn't get injured, you didn't get hurt, none of those things made you unemployed. But then another question might say, are you unemployed as a result of a disaster? And then you would put yes right there, and then maybe a drop down would appear, and you click COVID-19. By doing that and operating and answering the rest of the questions thoughtfully with the mindset of you're unemployed, but you are willing to find work, that you're a 1099 contractor, but you were not allowed to go to work because of the COVID-19. If you fill this out and enter in the dates March 14th as a back date, they will pay you for your unemployment and your pandemic unemployment backdating all the way to March 14th. So you will receive a little more than $700 per week starting March 14th all the way up to July 31st. There's a pretty good chance they will extend those unemployment benefits or in an extension in your UI benefits of some level. So you want to make sure to backdate it and make sure to sign up now so that if there is an additional bailout, you will automatically qualify for that as well. Okay, so some of the things, I'm going to be sending this PDF along with this video for anyone that's watching it. As you go through here, you're going to want to fill out your social security number. It's going to give you all of the instructions. As you can see here are some of the questions. We'll go ahead and zoom in so I can help you out. So you put in your social security number, login ID. Have you served in the U.S. military since October 1st? Yes or no? I'm a U.S. military. I'm just going to answer this as if I was filling this out. Have you served in the U.S. military since 2007? I would put no. Have you been employed or paid by the U.S. government of any length since October 1st, 2017? No. Have you worked in Texas for any length of time since October 1st, 2017, excluding the military? Well, remember, even if you're retired, even if you are collecting Social Security disability, any of those reasons, it does not matter. Right here, though, you're going to still want to put no. Even if you're retired in 2019 and in 2020, it doesn't matter. You will still qualify because of the pandemic starting in 2020. Have you worked in any other state between October 1st and September 2018? No. Excluding military and federal government. Have you filed for unemployment benefits in any other state in the past 12 months? No. Is your mailing address outside the state of the United States? No. Are you filing this application from outside the United States? No. Okay. So you're going to go to the next one. Are you out of work as a direct result of a disaster? Okay, so right here, are you out of work as a direct result of a disaster? Well, there's only two options right here. I would be putting UBS AFB test, not federal. There's another option. After doing tons of research, I was not able to get a definition of what AFB test, not federal disaster means, because it just sounds like it doesn't. This wouldn't be the answer, but not applicable is not the answer either. So I would definitely put UBS AFB, because we want to go after, remember, the PUA assistance. So next page, you're going to put in all of your information. Have you worked under any other name? No. You want to definitely avoid any answers that are going to be asking more questions, because it creates a red flag in the system and could delay your benefits. A date worked for last employer. So this is another very important thing. Even if you have a job, remember there's a zero certification process. So you're going to want to apply for your benefits, even just saying that you were affected by the COVID-19, because there's a zero certification process. So there is a really good chance that even if you were making money, even if you did your income did not decrease, you could still qualify for this, because there's a zero certification process that started March 14th. And that is, at least for California, there's a zero certification process, and Colorado. So I don't see Texas being any different. First date you worked, last date you worked, and go ahead and fill that out. It's the next page. Tax withholding. I would not have them withhold any taxes. I would just be responsible to fill out your tax returns at the end of the year. They'll have you just check that box. Applying for your benefits, last employer. You'd fill out all this information. If you did have a job and lost your job or anything along those lines. Choosing unemployment service information. You're going to put in your PIN and you'll retype your PIN. Apply for benefit options. If you want TWA deposit, direct benefit payment. Okay, so this is either, do you want to receive a debit card or do you want to do direct deposit? There's your routing numbers for direct deposit. Go paperless. So you probably want to hit yes if you are good with the internet. If not, then you can apply for a snail mail. And then here you're going to review all your answers and you go ahead and hit submit your application. Okay, so as you can see here, the most important question that you can answer is were you affected by a disaster? Up at the very top. That's your only question. And if you fill that out and you mark the box up top right here, UBS AFB test, not federal disaster, then there's a pretty good chance that you'll qualify for your pandemic unemployment assistance and also your state unemployment. So you could be getting anywhere from $600 to a little under $800 or more. Thanks so much, and I hope this video was helpful for signing up for unemployment for Texas. Thank you and have a great day, guys.